Roxanne Sasha here, also known as the Resilient Mum. I hope that you are all well. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are on day 23 and we will be looking at another part of Hannah's story. We will be reading 1 Samuel chapter 1 verses 26 to 28. I apologize in advance for all of the background noise. If you can hear any, it's because I am in the car and it is raining. Good old London with the on and off weather. And she said, O my Lord, as thy soul liveth, my Lord, I am the woman that stood by thee here, praying unto the Lord. For this child I prayed, and the Lord have given me my petition, which I asked of him. Verse 28 and last. Therefore also I have lent him to the Lord. As long as he liveth, he shall be lent to the Lord, and he worshipped the Lord there. Yesterday, when we were reading the other section in the book of Samuel, as in the first chapter, verses 12 to 20, we know that Samuel's name meaning meant something to do with the Lord because of how Hannah had prayed for him. So she called her son Samuel because she said, because I have asked him of the Lord. Now we're seeing another side of Hannah. We already know that she was a very dedicated woman, a woman of faith, a woman of principle, and a woman who refused to give up on what she actually wanted. She continuously seeks the Lord when she could have done other things. She could have given up. She could have renounced her faith, as Job's wife said. Job's wife said to him that he should just curse God and die. That was a very peculiar thing to say, but that's how she felt because of all of the loss that they had been going through. So with Hannah, in this same way, Hannah could have just renounced her faith. She could have just chosen to give up on her faith, and she could have said, oh, this isn't happening for me now. Her husband Elkanah had two wives. So the first wife was Peninnah and the second wife was Hannah. Peninnah had children. Now, some would wonder why somebody like Peninnah, who had the traits that she possessed, where she was belittling Hannah for not having children and where she was mocking her, why would God bless someone like Peninnah with children and not Hannah, somebody who had a willing heart, someone who was more seemingly dedicated to the Lord? The truth is, we'll never know God's ways and we'll never know the reasons why he does the things he does until they come into fruition. They call it a light bulb moment, so to speak. And until we actually have this light bulb moment, we don't always put two and two together and understand the Lord's reasonings for why he does certain things, why he allows certain things to happen. We could say that it was to test Hannah's faith, similar to how the Lord tested Job's faith. But with Job, it was that he lost a lot of things and he still did not deny God. With Hannah, it was more the asking, more the wanting, more the desiring of having something that she didn't actually have at that particular moment in time. That tested her faith, but that also strengthened her faith, because when she was praying with belief in her heart that God was actually going to deliver and God was going to allow her to become a mother. And when he did allow her to become a mother, that made it more beautiful because she then had her testimony. In 1 Samuel chapter 1 verses 27, she does say, for this child I have prayed. With her, she didn't take it for granted that God allowed her to become a mother and God blessed her with her son. She did not take that for granted, and she was really grateful for God. She was also grateful for her son Samuel because she had prayed for that child. She had cried tears for that child. And it was evident in the fact that she then gave that child back to the Lord in dedication. My encouragement for you today is, if there is something in your life that you keep on giving to the Lord and taking back, so you give it to him and you take it back from him, my encouragement for you today is to release it, to leave it in God's hand, because God can do with it more than you would even be able to do with it if you continue to hold it in your hand. Whilst you're holding this very thing in your hand, you're continuously worrying about it, you're continuously thinking about it, you're continuously stressing about it. And these are not things that God wants you to do. God wants you to release it to him, to let go. He wants you to allow him to have full control of this situation without overthinking anything and without stressing about this situation. I pray that this message has been a blessing for you today, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Bye.